Jennie Jennie Nguyen, RHOSLC. What a great season this is. What a great season last season was. Before, back in a simpler time, actually, it was a simpler time. Before reality volunteers, before Miss Monica Garcia. Well, Jen was still in jail, but before Monica Garcia, before everyone's new favorite, Bronwyn Newport, I like her. I really do. Way back. Remember season two? Well, anyway, after season two, fast forward a little bit, but still before Monica Vontis, reality Vontis, but I call her Monica Vontis. In a simpler time, we sat down with the one and only Jennie Nguyen. This chat it's never before seen the light of day. But you know what? We are choosing to share it here today. So, I mean, we talk about Mary. She had a lot of issues with Mary, this Jennie, but we love Jennie. We talk about Heather. Remember when Heather was everyone's favorite? Huh. Was she our favorite? I don't know. Whitney, Meredith, Lisa, who you all seem to be loving Lisa this season. I mean, I've always loved Lisa. We talk about it all. We talk about all the cast members. Are we forgetting anyone? Let's see. So kick back, relax, and enjoy such a simpler time. What was RHOSLC like before Monica? I don't know, but it's certainly great without her now. So kick back, relax, and enjoy this chat with Miss Jennie Nguyen. See what she has to say. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Jennie Nguyen.
Hi, everyone.
What is going on? Hello, welcome. How is life in Salt Lake today?
Oh my God, it's very beautiful. It's warm. It's not too hot. We're ready for, fall coming. So I love the weather. The leaves are changing. So it's been great.
This is like the best time of year, right?
Yes, yes, so beautiful. If you guys ever come out in Salt Lake, check out the mountain, the leaves, go for a hike. It's beautiful.
I love it. Well, I mean, listen, people that follow you on social media know what you've been up to, but really it has been two whole seasons now since we've seen you last on our TVs. Like for people that don't follow you on social media, like what have you been up to?
I've been very busy. So my priority is being a mom first. I focus on my children. My oldest turned 18. And so, taking those 2 years being with him, preparing him for college, he moved out on his own in school full time. So focusing on my children, being a mom, second, being a wife, taking care of my husband, my family, and then there's a lot going on. I have a lot of business ventures I'm working on, but you guys have to stay tuned because there's a lot going on.
How is Dewey doing?
He is great. He's been, just working busy, taking care of patients. So he's been great.
Wow. Well, like I said, it's been 2 years since we've seen you on our TV screens. There was so much drama on Salt Lake when you were on it. When you look back at your time on the show, like just let's start on a positive note. Like is there a high for you? Just something that sticks out as like something really positive?
Yes, I had a great time on the show. It's such a great experience meeting all these wonderful ladies that are like, self-motivated, alpha female. That's what I call them. They don't need a man. They can, go through life on their own, and they are great. I mean, they all have their, you know, good and bad. So we focus on the good, right? And so I learned a lot. Throughout the whole season, I learned a lot, and it's a great experience for me. Good or bad, you take it and you learn from it.
Totally. I think everything in life happens for a reason, right? And it's all a learning experience.
Yes.
You came on as Lisa Barlow's friend. Like, are you guys still friends? Like, what's the status of your friendship?
We were friends for a very long time, and the incident happened. I just feel like we kind of fade away a little bit. She does her own thing, and I think it's best that she does her own thing. I try to not be involved in, mixed with our friendship and the show. So we kind of distant ourselves a little bit, considering ourselves friends. I think more like not as close as we were. But I don't have anything against her. She doesn't have anything against me. We just do our own thing. She stay in her lane, I stay in mine.
Do you think, like you said, like because the incident happened and like you're not on the show anymore, like, and I'm not knocking her, like nothing here today is to knock anyone. It's just really to talk about facts. Like, do you think like, she feels like maybe I should distance myself just because I am still on the show and I like my job and I want my job?
I can't speak for her, but I feel like she is doing what's best for her. And maybe if that's the reason, then, more power to her.
More power to her. Do you keep in touch with anyone else from the show that you were
No,
on?
no, I don't keep in touch with anyone on the show. I do my own thing. I'm very busy at it. I'm a true housewife. So I take care of my children, I take care of my family, I do my own cleaning, I cook for my family. So it's not like I have a full-time job and I hire people. No, I'm actually a full-time mom. So I do what a housewife should do.
Which is a full-time job.
Yes.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, we saw on the show, one of your storylines was like, Dewey might have wanted more children at the time. We had sister wives involved. Like, are we past all of that? I mean, you have three children, like you said, one just turned 18. Are we over the more children situation, or is that still a thing?
It is still a thing because my youngest is 11. She's not a child anymore. She's going through that phase of trying to discover herself. And so daddy little girl is not there anymore. It's no longer daddy little girl. So he missed that, closeness and running to him is like, daddy, I want you all the time. So he missed that. And there are times where he mentioned, I really would like more kids. And we still have that little of drama going on, but as adult, we're trying to resolve it in a very civil way where the kids are not involved. But it's not going to ever go away for sure.
Are you still of the like, three is a good number and it's all good?
Sometimes I feel like it is a good number, but I do miss the baby stakes because I love, love, love kids. I do love children. And so I do understand where he's coming from. You have your moments where you're like, oh, it is nice to have a little one running around because when they're gonna leave, I'm an empty nester. And what am I gonna do with myself? I'm no longer taking care of kids. So yeah, I mean, part of me want more, but part of me don't. And so I don't know. I'm still very indecisive.
That's okay. You don't have to decide today, right?
No.
Do you feel, like you hear so much from like housewife shows about editing from so many different people? Like when you look back at you, just you on the show and like your family, like do you think it was like an accurate portrayal like of what happened, or do you think some of the editing kind of got mixed up there?
You know, that was my true life. They film us and this is how we behave. This is authentic. This is how we behave at home. That's how my children behave. That's how we communicate with each other. So it's pretty much, I would say 95% accurate of how they portrayed us.
So nothing was like worse or any where you're like, oh man, this isn't what really
You know
happened.
what? It's reality. It's not acting. I'm not here to act. I'm here to be who I am, right? To be authentic. And who is who I am. And if you like me, great. If you don't like me, keep your opinion to yourself.
That's a good attitude. What about like I asked you about the highs? Like, do you have a low from the show? Just something that, for you was a low point or something you just want to kind of forget?
The low point was the conflict I have with the ladies. I don't like conflict or drama. I feel like there was a misunderstanding between the ladies. I think there are bits and pieces that was transpired, and there's a lot of, I would say, gossip behind the scene, and so you tend to take it personal and you don't get the full facts. And so for me is that was the low. I should have do more of a research and communicate more with the lady one-on-one on the show because I didn't have an opportunity to do that.
Right. And if you had a second season, you would have, done it
Resolve it,
differently,
right? Yes.
possibly. Well, one person you didn't necessarily get along with, and you did have some controversy with, is Mary. We all saw it ourselves. I take it there's no love lost between you and Mary Cosby.
No, but the fact is, I never had an opportunity to sit down with her, have lunch or dinner, and have a conversation to see what's the difference between us or the conflict or the misunderstanding. I would love to have an opportunity to talk to Mary. I don't dislike Mary or I like Mary, it's indifferent. And so for me, it's like